Job chapter 29. 6 Job's final summary of his cause. Job took up his theme again and said, "Oh, that I were as in the months past. As in the days when God watched over me. While he kept his lamp shining above my head. And by his light I walked through darkness. As I was in my flourishing days. When God sheltered my tent. When the Almighty was still with me. And my children were round about me. When my footsteps were bathed in cream. And the rock flowed with streams of oil. Whenever I went out to the gate of the city. And took my seat in the square. The young men saw me and withdrew. And the elders rose up and stood. Officials refrained from speaking. And covered their mouths with their hands. The voice of the princes was silenced. And their tongues stuck to the roofs of their mouths. The ear that heard blessed me. The eye that saw acclaimed me. For I rescued the poor who cried out for help. The orphans, and the unassisted. The blessing of those in extremity came upon me. And the heart of the widow I made joyful. I wore my righteousness like a garment. Justice was my robe and my turban. I was eyes to the blind. And feet to the lame was I. I was a father to the poor. The complaint of the stranger I pursued. And I broke the jaws of the wicked man. From his teeth I forced the prey. I said, in my own nest I shall grow old. I shall multiply years like the phoenix. My root is spread out to the waters. The dew rests by night on my branches. My glory is fresh within me. And my bow is renewed in my hand. For me they listened and waited. They were silent for my counsel. Once I spoke, they said no more. But received my pronouncement drop by drop. They waited for me as for the rain. They drank in my words like the spring rains. When I smiled on them they could not believe it. They would not let the light of my face be dimmed. I decided their course and sat at their head. I lived like a king among the troops. Like one who comforts mourners.